Half and the man, the myth, the legend, loves cold weather. Tom Emmer joins us now. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, John. Happy spring to you, sir.
It looks like there's quite a bit of talk around this Supreme Court case that the justices may be leaning in Geraldine Tyler's favor. What are your thoughts at the moment on this particular case, which you have certainly been involved in?
Well, these people who manage Hennepin County better know Constitution still applies, folks. This country still belongs to the people, not to these government bureaucrats. Hennepin County, I mean, I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a something other than a Democrat, a socialist. I suppose if you're a Marxist, this works. But people should understand this poor woman, because of unpaid taxes, the county took her house, took her property, and they sold her property in order to pay her unpaid taxes. First off, I think that's unconstitutional, but some people would call me radical on that. The property tax thing, the beauty of this country, John, is that you and I can own property, and our government shouldn't be allowed to take it from us. But they did, and they paid her tax bill. But here's what makes it even worse. They kept the equity. They said, here's the example. You owe $100 in taxes. You got a property that's worth $50,000. They took her property. They sold it for $50,000. They paid her $100 tax bill, and they kept the profit.
Oh.
That's a great government that we have in Minneapolis. And by the way, it's reflected in St. Paul right now. And if that doesn't make you angry, I don't know. You must not have a pulse.
Yeah, they say Minnesota is among roughly a dozen states and the District of D.C. that allows local jurisdictions to keep the excess money, according to the Pacific Legal Foundation, a not-for-profit public interest law firm focused on property rights that represented Tyler at the Supreme Court. At least 8,950 homes were sold because of unpaid taxes, and the former owners received little or nothing in those states between 2014 and 2021, according to Pacific Legal. Obviously not just an issue here, but an issue in several states around the country.
Well, John, kind of a reverse incentive, right? If the government bureaucrat is going to be able to take your equity, why wouldn't they be encouraged to go after every property they can find? This is a lot like our Attorney General, and it's been a long time since I've looked at this. But I believe in the state of Minnesota, our Attorney General can literally attack with prosecutions, investigations, different companies, and if they settle, I think back in the day it was for $1 less than $750,000. So just $1 less than $750,000. Guess what? Rather than that payment, that settlement, if they enter into a consent agreement, rather than that settlement going to the state's general fund, John, it all goes into the Attorney General's budget. These bureaucrats set up these incentives for them to go after the people that they are supposed to be working for. This is all, very technical term, John, this is all back-ass words, and I hope the court corrects it.